Take a gander at here now, gay men, you won't ever be the lady that we are. And regardless of how gay Tyler Perry offered a few remarks as of late about individuals of color and their dating inclinations, and I will discuss those remarks and sort of place them into setting and sort of get your interpretation of this. Listen, a ton of ladies, particularly individuals of color, and I could cause problems for saying this, yet I will in our general public. Right now, how do you accept what he says? Do you accept where you realize you ought to quit searching for pockets and look something else for adoration? I think Tyler Perry's assertion is established in vision, like we're not discussing tycoon pay rates, we're discussing normal compensations. And regardless of whether it's 200,000 or 300,000 per year, that a lady is making, Tyler Perry has touched off a firestorm with his new relationship counsel, recommending that individuals of color ought to consider cherishing down, fundamentally deriding Wendy Williams, who has heeded his precise guidance. She turned out to be undermined by Kevin Tracker, paying for his escort, and destroying her psychological state and life simultaneously. And for however long he's protected in himself, to know that that's right, she makes the majority of the cash, all I can cover is the light bill for however long she's sufficiently agreeable to say I will cover the home loan, and the wide range of various stuff. So Tyler Perry, as of late, showed up on Keep It Certain Darling with Jem Renee Hazlitt, and he dropped a stunner of an assessment on adoration in cash. He proposed that people of color ought to be available to associations with men, no matter what their pay, as long as they treat them right, that is fine. Definitely, yet that is so difficult for many individuals to take in on the grounds that that implies no, I really want someone to who as I want they need to make multiple times. Perry's words set virtual entertainment ablaze for certain people, blaming him for going full-on psycho with his relationship exhortation. Yet hang on, he didn't stop there. He proceeded to stress that adoration doesn't mean your accomplice needs to match your total assets. Rather, he commended those delightful romantic tales where the men can't contact their accomplice's pay. I know individuals who have whose men can't contact what they make, yet when you see them together, that affection, that help, well, it tends to be valid. Sometimes, yet, it's smarter to be protected than sorry, right? Tyler Perry's relationship shrewdness has got Twitter in a craze. One tweet says Tyler Perry continuously reassuring people of color to date down. And that is the muffin issue. For what reason aren't we advising individuals of color to be more aggressive, vocation driven, put resources into the right things, deal with the home first? And so on. For what reason is it generally individuals of color boil down to meet them where they yet stand by? There's more. Another tweet guarantees absolutely not a chance you've watched a Tyler Perry creation of any sort and genuinely esteem what he needs to say regarding connections. Ain't absolutely no chance. LMAO. It's a fair highlight. Contemplate, yet hang on, people. Not every person is destroying Tyler Perry's recommendation. Some are offering counter contentions. One tweet drops some details referencing that people of color procure 80 of the wages of white men, while individuals of color, in spite of high workforce cooperation, just make 70. Is Tyler Perry truly pushing the date down plan? Or is there more to his viewpoint? The Twitterverse is ablaze with wrath. One client goes straight for the jugular, saying, "You all be taking adoration guidance from Tyler Perry. Mind you, this is an extremely rich person and can't get in at all. Ooh, the shade is genuine and discussing." Conceal. Another client brings up, now, when Wendy Williams and Mary duetted for adoration, you see it got them paying their duping exes. Support pass. Currently, here's where it gets significantly juicier, people. Some analysts are guaranteeing that Tyler Perry's remarks are a dig at Wendy Williams and Mary J. Blige, both of whom wedded men with lower livelihoods. They say Perry is basically taunting these women for their relationship decisions. Yet is there more going on than meets the eye? How about we plunge into what occurred with Wendy Williams and Mary J. Blige? Wendy Williams and Kevin Tracker, a couple whose romantic tale traversed 20 years, went through more promising and less promising times than a thrill ride at a carnival. These two lovebirds secured the bunch on November 30th, 1997, and had a child named Kevin. Presently, here's where the show kicks in. Wendy Williams confronted a few serious individual battles, including compulsion and medical problems. She was open about her fight with cocaine fixation, and surprisingly, uncovered she had resided in a level-headed house, notwithstanding that she enjoyed some time off from her show to recuperate from a broke shoulder and manage grave sickness. Yet in the midst of this unrest, Wendy and Kevin were something other. Several they were colleagues to Kevin, with no earlier TV experience, turned into Wendy's chief and assisted her send off the Wendy Williams with appearing in 2008. He was her supervisor, as well as her creation accomplice. Might their expert organization at any point endure the individual tempests? Kevin Tracker confronted numerous swindling embarrassments all through their marriage. Wendy Williams even got him in the demonstration when their child Kevin was only 1 month old. Could you at any point trust it? Yet she pardoned him. And as per her, it made their relationship more grounded, yet stand by there's additional claims of harmful way of behaving and actual attack likewise shook their reality. This thrill ride just got more stunning, even with this multitude of situations unfolding. Wendy Williams furiously safeguarded her marriage. She proclaimed her affection for Kevin on her show and held up her wedding band, telling the world that she remained by her person. Yet was this simply an exterior? And here's the contoured in the story. Wendy Williams and Kevin Tracker separated from in 2019 after he invited a youngster with his paramour turned spouse Sharina Hudson. However, that is not the finish of the story. Kevin Tracker, as of late, recorded a claim requesting divorce settlement installment, charging that Wendy quit paying him when she lost her agreement with Taco. Another Jersey judge excused Tracker's suit, expressing it was not new well. It implies Wendy Williams doesn't need to pay him a dime in provision. Currently, we should separate this court dramatization. Kevin Tracker guaranteed he was unable to cover his bills after Wendy quit sending spousal help. He contended that her monetary difficulties, what began when she lost her agreement with Taco, were causing him monetary difficulty. Yet the adjudicator said not so quick, and thrown the case without bias. What's entrancing here is that a Wendy's legitimate group featured that her monetary misfortunes started when she was suspended from her famous daytime syndicated program. The Wendy Williams show and her agreement was set aside momentarily. The court reports uncovered that she quit accepting her compensation in October 2021. Around a similar time, she confronted a few well-being battles. However, here's the kicker. Wendy's legal counselor clarified that Kevin Tracker comprehended and concurred that any severance installments would be dependent upon end or change on the off chance that Wendy's agreement was not recharged or potentially, in any case, suspended, dropped, or ended. We should not fail to remember Kevin Tracker's supplication last year, where he guaranteed he was falling behind on mortgage holder expenses, vehicle protection, and MasterCard installments. He demanded that Wendy's suspension of severance installments was making it unimaginable for him to support his life and cover his bills. Yet it appears to be the adjudicator saw things contrastingly. It's extraordinary that Wendy disposed of her harmful marriage existence with Tracker, yet it appears Tyler Perry's relationship guidance fits well with their case. Currently, we should investigate what turned out badly with Mary J. Blige's marriage. Mary J. Blige, the sovereign of Arby, goes through a violent separation with her significant other Kendu Isaacs in 2018. It was a lawful carnival that had everybody talking except the genuine stunner, the gigantic provision she needed to pay her ex. Support yourselves. It's a stunning $30,000 each month. Quick forward to now. And we have an update. Sources propose that Mary J. Blige provision installments could have at last reached a conclusion after around 2 years. That implies Mary could at long last have command over her well-deserved cash again. However, the excursion to this point, golly, it's been a whopper. So we should rewind a piece. Mary's separation from Kendu Isaacs was everything except friendly. The court requested her to pay an astounding $30,000 month to month in spousal help. Remember, she had procured millions during her unbelievable RV vocation separation court. Implied parting that well-deserved cash presently. Here's where it gets succulent. Mary J. Blige's monetary issues. Fired stacking up court reports. Uncovered that her costs were surpassing her profit, particularly from her job in the 2017 Netflix film Mudbound. Yet stand by there's more can do. Isaacs, Mary's ex, professed to be unemployable and lacked the ability to pay lease without her monetary help. He even expressed that the pressure and close-to-home pain from their separation landed him in the emergency clinic. It was a wreck. Isaacs had partaken in a sumptuous way of life during their marriage, complete with a confidential